Students, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Chalo, start. Just a minute. Okay, students. So tell me what will happen during the positive half cycle. During the positive half cycle, okay, D1 will become forward bias. What about D2? It is forward or reverse?
Reverse.
Yes, very good. Okay, D2 is reverse bias. So tell me which diode will conduct? D1 will conduct or D2 will conduct?
D1.
D1 will conduct, and you will get some current because of the diode number 1, and that current will flow through the load resistor and we will get the output. So we are output because of which diode? We are getting the output because of diode D1. During which cycle? During the positive half cycle. Are you clear? Now let us discuss what will happen during negative half cycle. So negative half cycle में polarities will change. This becomes minus, this becomes plus. This will be plus and this will be minus. Student, this color is visible on the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now tell me which diode is forward and which one is reverse. What about D1? Forward or reverse? D1.
Reversed.
Operating in. What about D2?
Forward.
D2 is
Forward.
forward. So which diode will conduct?
D2.
Very good.
D2.
So you will get some current because of which diode? Because of second diode I2. Diode D2. Correct? Okay. Again, what will happen in the next half cycle? In the next half cycle, again you will get the output because of which diode? Because of the diode D1. उसके अगले साइकिल में फिर से you will get the output because of which diode? Because of the diode D2. Okay, so here what is happening during the positive and negative half cycle na, the two diodes are working in alternation. मतलब जब D1 ऑन है तो D2 ऑफ होगा और जब D2 ऑन है तो D1 ऑफ होगा. Are you all clear? So ये था हमारा AC input which was fluctuating on both the side, and this is your full wave rectifier output which is fluctuating only on one side. Are you all clear? Okay, देखो previous circuit में क्या हुआ था कि only half cycle was rectified, but in this case both positive half cycle and negative half cycle both are rectified. Hence it is known as full wave rectifier. Hence it is known as what? Full wave rectifier. Are you all clear? Students, are you all
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Any difficulty?
No, sir.
Just analyze the circuit diagram once, analyze the waveforms also. Try to differentiate between half wave and full wave rectifier, because in examination, board examination especially, you can expect the question, okay, differentiate between half wave and full wave rectifier. Can you tell me which one will be more efficient, half wave or full wave?
Full wave.
Yeah, full wave will be more efficient, no? So the efficiency of full wave rectifier will be almost double that of half wave rectifier. Remember, efficiency of full wave rectifier will be double as compared to efficiency of half wave rectifier. Are you all clear,
Yes, sir.
students? Pakka? Okay. Now I explained you something about ripple. What is ripple? Students,
The
ripple क्या?
AC component of
Unwanted
the
component.
half waves
I want
rectifier.
I want 100% pure DC output, no? But in that DC, let me draw the waveform. Just a minute. Hmm. Okay, what this horizontal axis is known as? It is known as a time axis. Okay, and let me select voltage along y-axis. Okay, now what is my expectation? My expectation is 100% pure DC. This is what I want. Is this clear? Okay, so this much amount of voltage is known as voltage of DC. Okay, I want 100% pure DC, but practically what I will see that this DC will have some traces of AC also. This DC will have some traces of AC also. Okay, now be careful. ये देखो, ये पॉजिटिव पीक की हाइट है और ये नेगेटिव पीक की हाइट है. You are getting? Okay, this is known as a peak to peak voltage. This is known as peak to peak voltage, and this voltage is known as ripple voltage. What this voltage is known as, everyone? This is known as a ripple voltage. Are you all clear what is the meaning of ripple? Okay, if they ask you to calculate the ripple factor, if they ask you to calculate which factor? Ripple factor, then it is calculated as RMS value of AC component. I am repeating, RMS value of which component? AC component. Okay, और उसको कर देना है डिवाइड किससे? वैल्यू ऑफ डीसी कंपोनेंट. वैल्यू ऑफ विच कंपोनेंट एवरीवन? वैल्यू ऑफ डीसी कंपोनेंट. कुछ आया समझ में? देखो ये VDC जो है ना, VDC वो कहाँ पे आएगा? न्यूमरेटर में या डिनोमिनेटर में? टेल मी स्टूडेंट, VDC कहाँ पे आएगा? इन द न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर?
Denominator.
डिनोमिनेटर. वेरी गुड. व्हाट टू राइट इन न्यूमरेटर देन? देखो ये हमें रेड कलर का वेवफॉर्म मिला है ना, समवॉट लाइक दिस. दिस इज अ रेड कलर वेवफॉर्म. ओके, दिस इज AC. ओके, दिस AC विल हैव सर्टेन पीक वैल्यू. उसे किससे डिवाइड कर दो? √2 से, so that you will get its RMS value. So that you will get its RMS value. This is the RMS value, and that RMS value will come in the numerator. Okay, so by taking the ratio of these two values, we can calculate the ripple factor. Students, are you clear with the calculation of ripple factor?
Yes, sir.
Pakka?
So can you explain the diagram once again, please?
Which diagram?
Means this is for half wave, right? Means the ripple factor comes in half wave rectifier. Or you have drawn just AC.
Half wave rectifier also and full wave rectifier also. दोनों के आउटपुट में you get DC plus AC. Whether it is half wave or whether it is full wave, the output will be a DC also and some part of AC also. We are talking about the practical output. Okay, this AC is unwanted factor, something known as ripple. You are getting? Okay, अब देखो यहाँ पे, suppose I am drawing two waveforms. You try to understand this. This is the first waveform, let's say. Okay, and then I am drawing one more waveform. So tell me, किसका पीक वैल्यू ज्यादा है? वेवफॉर्म नंबर 1 का या वेवफॉर्म नंबर 2 का? 2 का. तो RMS वैल्यू किसका ज्यादा होगा?
2.
ओके, तो रिपल फैक्टर किसमें ज्यादा होगा, फर्स्ट में या सेकंड में? तो ना रिपल RMS वैल्यू ना.
So 2.
So more the RMS value, that means more the ripple factor. You are getting? Okay, so in the second waveform you will get more ripple factor as compared to first. But now tell me, okay, which output is more preferred, the first one or second one? In rectifier, which output will be more preferred,
First one, because we want ripple factor less.
Very good. Okay, so practically I want less ripple factor. If you get less ripple factor, that means the output quality is better. You are getting? Because whatever devices we are using, those devices need a constant voltage, na? Constant voltage, that is DC voltage. अगर आप इसको AC voltage दोगे ना, okay, see, DC में अगर आपने AC जोड़ दिया, so there will be more fluctuation. So you get more fluctuation in second waveform as compared to the first one. Are you getting?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other doubt? Anyone? Students, any difficulty? Are you clear with the operation of half wave and full wave rectifier?
Yes, sir.
Pakka? Great. So now I will explain you about BJT. BJT stands for bipolar junction transistor. BJT stands for what? Bipolar junction transistor. Okay, have you heard this term transistor before? Students,
Yes,
have
sir.
you?
Transistor radios.
Yes. Okay, so transistor. Transistor mein I'm using the word BJT, bipolar. Now there are two types of transistor. Okay, last time if you remember, I gave you the example of pizza. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Student, you remember when I was explaining the formation of PN junction, या फिर P type and N type, I gave you the example of pizza. Today we will take the example of sandwich. What is the difference between pizza and sandwich? Not in terms of taste, in terms of their construction, I am asking.
Pizza has one bread. Sandwich has two.
Very good. Pizza has got only one bread, which is there at the base. But in sandwich, there are two breads. Okay, at the base and at the top. And between these two bread, there is some filling. Am I right, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, same thing. So for understanding the transistor, okay, you just recollect the formation of a sandwich. Okay, so there are two types of transistors available. Okay, just a minute. Students, just look at this and tell me how many row and how many column I have drawn. How many row and how many columns you all can see? Students, how many row and how many columns are there? I hope you have studied matrices.
8 columns, 2 rows.
8 columns and 2 rows. Very good. So I'm keeping that symmetry in both the diagrams. Huh? Now see the next part. I will draw one boundary after 3 columns and then one more boundary after the 4th column. Okay, one boundary after the 3 column, other after 4th column. You are getting? Okay, here I am highlighting this circle. Do you remember what the solid circles indicate? What this solid circle indicates? Anyone remember? I had explained you in the previous class while explaining the formation of P type and N type. Now tell me in P type, what are the majority charge carriers?
Holes.
Holes are the majority charge carrier. Okay, so अगर आपने empty circle draw किया, ये क्या represent करते हैं? They represent hole. और अगर आपने ये solid circle draw किया, what do they indicate? They indicate electrons. Okay, hole मतलब कौन से टाइप की सेमीकंडक्टर है? P टाइप. इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब कौन से टाइप के सेमीकंडक्टर है? एन टाइप. तो मुझे बताना बच्चों, यहाँ पे ये फर्स्ट ब्लॉक क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है? पी टाइप या एन टाइप?
P type.
P type,
ओके, व्हाट द सेकंड कॉलम इंडिकेट?
N
N
type,
type.
द थर्ड ब्लॉक इंडिकेट पी टाइप. यहाँ पे बताना, फर्स्ट ब्लॉक,
N type,
सेकंड ब्लॉक,
P type,
थर्ड ब्लॉक, एन टाइप.
N type,
फर्स्ट पिक्चर में कहना है कि एन टाइप इज सैंडविच्ड बिटवीन टू टाइप. स्टूडेंट, एन टाइप इज सैंडविच्ड बिटवीन टू पी. यस और नो? सेकंड में क्या करेंगे? सैंडविच्ड बिटवीन टू एन टाइप. P transistor, PN transistor. Are you all clear with the difference? Students, are you difference? Respond.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
PNP में क्या है? N type to P type. Okay. Because in a practical exam will be will ask you any question from your theory, so you must be able to answer. What are PNP transistor where N type is sandwiched between two P type? What are transistors? What are NPN
P
transistors?
type is sandwiched
Where
between
P
2
type is
N
sandwiched
type.
between two N type. Okay. Now tell me how many regions are there in both the transistor? How many regions are there? There are 3 regions. The first region from the left is known as emitter. The middle one is known as a base, and the third one is collector. What is the first region? It is emitter. What's the second region? It is base. What the third region is? Collector. So tell me, student, E stands for? Students, E stands for?
Emitter.
B stands for?
Base.
Base.
And C stands for what?
Collector.
Okay, now if you see carefully now, I'm using number of columns for both the regions. So tell me the width of which region is highest?
Collector.
और सबसे पुअर मतलब कम विड्थ बेस की है. So this will have lowest width. उससे थोड़ी ज्यादा विड्थ किसकी है? एमिटर की. और सबसे ज्यादा विड्थ किसकी होगी? कलेक्टर रीजन. आर यू आर क्लियर विद दिस कंपैरिजन ऑफ देयर विड्थ? और यही रीजन था कि मैंने डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स वहां पे यूज किए. आर यू क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This can come as a MCQ in your board examination. CET में या CET लेवल पे भी आ सकता है, बट रिमेंबर कि विड्थ वाइज कलेक्टर की विड्थ सबसे ज्यादा है और बेस की विड्थ सबसे कम है. क्लियर? ओके. नाउ there are two yellow colors border. You can see that this is the first one and this is the second one. Okay, तो देखो मुझे बताना कि how many PN junctions are there? Student, in both the types, how many PN junctions are there?
2.
This is junction number 1, this is junction number 2. So there are two PN junction. See ना, this is P और N का meeting point. ये N और P का meeting point. और meeting point को हमने नाम दिया था ना माइम जंक्शन, मतलब meeting point of two different materials. So there are two junctions which are connected back to back. Two मतलब by, तो इसीलिए देखो bipolar junction transistor. Are you getting? Okay. अब देखो there are two types of biasing. जो आपका emitter base region होगा ना, याद रखना, emitter base region ये हमेशा forward bias होना चाहिए. और जो बेस कलेक्टर रीजन है, कौन सा रीजन? बेस कलेक्टर रीजन, ये हमेशा रिवर्स बायस होना चाहिए. ओके, रिमेंबर द बायसिंग कंडीशन. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ फॉरवर्ड बायस? फॉरवर्ड बायस कैसे करते हैं? इन फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग P मस्ट बी पॉजिटिव,
Positive.
N मस्ट बी नेगेटिव. रिवर्स बायस में उल्टा होगा, P विल बी नेगेटिव एंड N विल बी positive. Are you all clear? Students,
Yes,
are you all clear?
Yes, sir.
तो अब इसे बायसिंग करना सीखते हैं. ये बेसिक्स है, ये सारे समझ लो अच्छे से. तो सर्किट डायग्राम विल बी इजी फॉर यू ऑल. देखो देयर आर 3 टर्मिनल, एमिटर टर्मिनल, बेस टर्मिनल एंड कलेक्टर टर्मिनल. सबसे पहले एमिटर और बेस रीजन को बायस करते हैं. बताइए एमिटर बेस रीजन कैसे होना चाहिए? फॉरवर्ड बायस. तो दिस इज पी साइड. तो पी साइड को कनेक्ट करेंगे पॉजिटिव के साथ और एन साइड को कनेक्ट करेंगे नेगेटिव के साथ. आया समझ में बायसिंग? दिस इज प्लस, दिस इज माइनस. ओके, यहाँ पे उल्टा होगा. देखो एमिटर इज एन टाइप ना, एन टाइप शुड बी, टेल मी स्टूडेंट, एन टाइप शुड बी नेगेटिव और पी टाइप शुड बी पॉजिटिव. सो आई विल डू दिस काइंड ऑफ बायसिंग. दिस इज माइनस एंड दिस इज प्लस. और इस बैटरी को डिनोट करते हैं V सफिक्स BB से. इस बैटरी को किससे डिनोट करेंगे? V सफिक्स BB. BB stands for base bias. BB stands for what everyone? Base bias. Are you all clear?
yes,
Students, are you all clear with the connection of the battery? Power supply समझ में आया कैसे कनेक्ट करना है?
yes,
These are the connections for forward biasing. Okay. अब हम बात करते हैं बेस कलेक्टर रीजन की. कैसे होना चाहिए बेस कलेक्टर रीजन? रिवर्स बायस. रिवर्स बायस में क्या होता है? देखो रिवर्स बायस में N विल बी पॉजिटिव बट P विल बी नेगेटिव. रिवर्स बायस में N विल बी पॉजिटिव एंड P विल बी नेगेटिव. यहाँ पे देखो रिवर्स बायस में P विल बी नेगेटिव एंड N विल बी पॉजिटिव. So we get this kind of biasing. This is minus, this is plus. This is denoted as V suffix CC. CC मतलब collector control. CC का मतलब क्या है? कलेक्टर कंट्रोल. Are you all clear? Students, are you all clear? अरे बोलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Are you comfortable with the connection of the power supply? See, there is a connection, so I will highlight this point. There is a connection, so I will highlight this point. अब हम बात करेंगे करंट के बारे में. मुझे बताना, how many terminals are there in every transistor? How many terminals are there? 1, 2 or 3? There are 3 terminal, na? Emitter terminal, base terminal and collector terminal. So if there are 3 terminals, there will be 3 current. मुझे बताना, when you get a maximum current in forward bias or reverse bias?
Forward.
Forward.
bias. So let's learn how to remember the direction of current. देखो, ये फॉरवर्ड बायस वाला बैटरी है VBB. करंट कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? बैटरी के पॉजिटिव से या नेगेटिव से?
Positive.
Conventional starts from positive.
पॉजिटिव से ये करंट स्टार्ट हुआ. ये कौन सा करंट है? दिस इज एमिटर करंट. लेकिन करंट कहाँ पे आके रुकता है? नेगेटिव पे. तो ये करंट ऐसे होगा. दिस इज एमिटर करंट. समझ में आया? तो सबसे पहले मैंने कौन से करंट को ड्रॉ किया यहाँ पे? एमिटर करंट. अब एमिटर को छोड़ के 2 करंट बचे हैं, बेस करंट एंड कलेक्टर करंट. याद रखना, दोनों की डायरेक्शन इसके अपोजिट होगी. दोनों की डायरेक्शन इसके अपोजिट होगी. सो सी, इफ फर्स्ट केस में एमिटर करंट इज गोइंग अप, that means the base current will flow down and collector current will also flow down. Second case में emitter is flowing down. So what about the other two?
Flow up.
Very good. So they will travel up. So this is IB and this one will be IC. Okay. So if I apply Kirchhoff का current law, have you studied Kirchhoff current law? KCL, KVL.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is red spot, which is a junction. So if you apply KCL at this junction, tell me what will be the equation? Can we write IE is equals to IB plus IC?
That's right. Sir.
Student, yes or no? If I apply KCL, then I can write, by applying Kirchhoff का current law, I can say emitter current is equal to base current plus collector current. Student, clear and comfortable with this? Yeah. Now the question is, are we supposed to draw these structures every time? The answer is no. Okay, there is a symbol for this. See, there are 3 terminals, no? So I will draw a structure like this. Okay, this terminal is your emitter terminal. This terminal is a base terminal and this terminal is the collector terminal. Okay, so I am drawing this structure twice. I am drawing this structure twice because there are 2 types of transistors we have. You are getting, once again, this one is emitter terminal, this one is a base terminal and this one is a collector terminal. You can see that there is a circular enclosure, no? This indicates that there is a vacuum. This indicates that there is a vacuum. Are you clear? Now both the symbols looks identical. Then how you will differentiate between the two? You have to draw one arrow between emitter and base. You have to draw one arrow between emitter and base. If the arrow is pointing towards base, then it is known as PNP transistor. And if the arrow is pointing towards emitter, then it is known as NPN transistor. Are you clear how to differentiate? You will draw arrow between emitter and base. You are getting? Okay. If the arrow is pointing towards base, then it is PNP. And if the arrow is pointing towards emitter, then it is known as NPN transistor. Clear, everyone? Students, are you all clear?
Yes, sir.
Pakka?
Yes.
Sir.
Just revise each and every point, then we will go ahead. Yes, students, any difficulty? Students, any difficulty?
So what's the use of this?
What's the use of this? That we will discuss. This is used in amplifier. This is used in switches. So there are plenty of applications of transistor. Okay, आपके जो हेडफोन्स पे वगैरह एक स्पीकर लगा होगा, वायर पे, केबल पे एक स्पीकर होता है. अगर आपने स्पीकर पे कभी देखा होगा ना, यू विल फाइंड द वर्ड CE. ऐसे दो वर्ड्स आपको या लेटर्स मिलेंगे, CE. हैव यू सीन सच वर्ड्स एवर?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, दैट C इंडिकेट्स कॉमन एमिटर एम्पलीफायर. मतलब उसमें जो ट्रांजिस्टर लगा है ना, वो कॉमन एमिटर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में होता है. व्हाट इट इज आई विल एक्सप्लेन. ओके, बट रिमेंबर, आपके जो हेडफोन्स है या स्पीकर्स है, उसके अंदर ट्रांजिस्टर्स लगे हुए हैं. ओके, नाउ see there are three terminal na, so I will explain you two types of configuration. The very first configuration is common emitter configuration. Okay, the very first configuration is common emitter configuration, and the second one is a common base configuration. We will discuss these two configuration. Okay, what is the meaning of common emitter? See, there are two loops. One is the input loop and the other one is the output loop. तो कॉमन एमिटर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में हम क्या करेंगे? कॉमन एमिटर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में हम इनपुट जो है ना, वो देंगे बेस को. इनपुट किसे दिया जाएगा? बेस को. और आउटपुट कहाँ पे लेंगे? आउटपुट विल बी टेकन अक्रॉस द कलेक्टर. एमिटर पे हमने कुछ नहीं दिया क्योंकि एमिटर विल बी कॉमन बिटवीन योर इनपुट एंड आउटपुट. But when we have a common base configuration, so we will give the input to the emitter, and we will take the output across collector. तो दोनों भी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में हमने जो आउटपुट है वो किसके अक्रॉस लिया है? आउटपुट इज टेकन अक्रॉस द कलेक्टर. लेकिन देखो, अगर कॉमन एमिटर है तो इनपुट जाएगा बेस पे, और अगर कॉमन बेस है तो इनपुट जाएगा एमिटर पे. ओके, तो ये जो CE लिखा जाता है ना, वो कॉमन एमिटर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, और जब CB लिखा जाएगा तो समझ जाना ये कॉमन बेस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है. आर यू ऑल क्लियर विद दिस स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes,
अरे
sir.
बोलो बच्चों, ये समझ में आया? नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ गेन? स्टूडेंट, हाउ डू वी कैलकुलेट द गेन? गेन कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? एनीवन नो?
Output minus input.
Not output minus input. It is output over input. Output divided by input. So when you have common emitter configuration, and we have common base configuration. Okay, हमें करंट गेन को कैलकुलेट करना है. तो देखो, ओके, करंट गेन कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? आउटपुट किसके अक्रॉस लिया है? कलेक्टर के अक्रॉस. और इनपुट किसके अक्रॉस दिया है? हमने बेस के अक्रॉस. इस कॉम्बिनेशन में आउटपुट इज अक्रॉस, टेल मी, आउटपुट इज अक्रॉस कलेक्टर and the input is given across emitter.
Emitter.
This ratio is denoted by beta. देखो, B है तो बीटा, और E है तो I will use अल्फा. ये टेबल अच्छे से याद रखना, बोर्ड एग्जाम में ज्यादा क्वेश्चन नहीं आएंगे इस पे बेस, लेकिन इन योर एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन यू विल बी फेसिंग द न्यूमेरिकल या MCQ बेस्ड ऑन दिस. ओके, तो याद रहेगा, B है तो बीटा, E है तो अल्फा. Okay, students, just note down these two formulas in your book if you have any book in front of you, because in the next calculation we are going to make use of them two equations. Okay, have you copied? Students, have you copied these two equations?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the previous slide, I gave you the relation between the three current components, if you remember. What was the relation? The relation was IE is equal to IB plus IC. Let us divide by IC throughout. So you will have IE divided by IC is equal to IB divided by IC plus IC divided by IC. But tell me, student, what is IE over IC? What is IE over IC?
1 by alpha.
Very nice. This is 1 over alpha. What is IB over IC? It's 1 over beta
Beta.
plus 1. This relation is very important. What is alpha and beta? These are the current gains. Okay, अब इसको आप दो तरीके से डिजाइन कर सकते हैं. You can write this as 1 over alpha is equals to 1 plus beta divided by beta. Correct, everyone? Okay, so what will be the formula for alpha? Students, what will be the formula for alpha? It will be beta over 1 plus beta. Is it correct mathematically? Students, is it correct mathematically?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. You can redesign like this also. Can you write 1 over beta is equals to 1 over alpha minus 1, which gives you 1 minus alpha divided by alpha. Okay, so if you want the formula of beta, okay, you can write this as alpha over 1 minus alpha. This is clear? So knowing the value of beta, you can calculate alpha. Knowing the value of alpha, you can calculate beta. Okay, both these relations are important. अगर ये दो रिलेशंस याद नहीं रखने हैं कोई दिक्कत नहीं, सिर्फ ये एक रिलेशन याद रखना कि 1 over alpha is equals to 1 over beta plus 1. Clear, everyone? Students, are you all clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just note down these two formulas in your book. Noted? All the students? Is the formula noted?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. अब तक जो भी मैंने ट्रांजिस्टर के बारे में एक्सप्लेन किया, all the points are clear? Students, whatever I explained with respect to
Yes,
transistor,
sir.
all the points are clear? Okay, great. Now, based on this knowledge, we can discuss the transistor characteristic. और इसका सर्किट डायग्राम कैसे ड्रॉ करना है वो समझ लेना. So our aim is to discuss transistor characteristic. Okay, transistor characteristic. See, practically na, NPN transistor is preferred over PNP. Okay, so these are the three terminals of a transistor. Okay, this is emitter terminal. I am showing arrow towards emitter terminal. This is emitter, this is base, and this is collector. So student, tell me what type of transistor it is, whether it is PNP or NPN.
NPN.
Very good. Okay, so I am using NPN transistor. देखो LHS में you get base emitter region ना, this is input loop, और right hand side में you will get output loop. अब डायग्राम का सीक्वेंसिंग समझ लो. सबसे पहले I will show one current meter to the input, and this is usually a micro ammeter. That means this current will be too small. Same way I will give one more current meter to the output, which will be of the order of milliampere. Now tell me student, what is the meaning of micro? Micro ampere मतलब कितना होगा? 10 raised to minus 6 amps. और मिली एम्पेयर मतलब कितना होगा? 10 raised to minus 3 amp. Which one is greater, micro या milli? Which one is bigger, micro या milli?
Micro.
Micro. So what are we doing? We are increasing the current. What are we doing everyone? We are increasing the current. Okay, तो सर्किट डायग्राम कैसे ड्रॉ करना है समझ लो. तो सबसे पहले मैंने क्या ड्रॉ किया? ट्रांजिस्टर. फिर मैंने एक करंट मीटर दिया इनपुट पे और सेकंड करंट मीटर दिया आउटपुट पे. ठीक है, करंट मीटर हमेशा कैसे कनेक्टेड होता है? सीरीज में. नाउ आई विल कनेक्ट 1 वोल्ट मीटर टू द इनपुट एंड द अदर वोल्ट मीटर टू द आउटपुट. और वोल्ट मीटर हमेशा कैसे कनेक्टेड होते हैं? पैरेलल में. वोल्ट मीटर हमेशा कैसे कनेक्टेड होंगे, पैरेलल में. दिस वोल्ट मीटर इज कनेक्टेड बिटवीन बेस एंड एमीटर, सो इसे हम कहेंगे VBE. एंड दिस इज कनेक्टेड बिटवीन कलेक्टर एंड एमीटर ना, सो इसे कहेंगे VCE. आया समझ में? दिस वन इज VBE एंड दिस वन इज VCE. Any difficulty anyone? Are you getting how I am drawing the circuit diagram? Okay. Now I will draw one pointer, and that pointer is for rheostat. Okay. So यहाँ पे हमें एक rheostat देना है. Okay. Same way यहाँ पे भी एक rheostat draw करना है. This arrow is known as a wiper. Now I require one battery at the output. और ये हाई टेंशन बैटरी होगा जिसे हम कहेंगे VCC. ओके. सेम वे आई नीड वन मोर बैटरी एट द इनपुट. विच विल बी रिलेटिवली ऑफ लोअर वोल्टेज. ओके. इसे हम नाम देंगे VBB. बोथ द बैटरीज आर प्रैक्टिकली वेरिएबल बैटरीज. ओके. So arrow on the top of this battery indicates that these are variable. Okay. And finally what we will do, we will join all the lower terminals. So let me join all the lower terminals here. ठीक है. और इस एमिटर टर्मिनल को यहाँ पे अर्थिंग दे देना. अर्थिंग का फायदा ये है कि अगर गलती से कोई एक्सेस करंट आ जाता है, आपका डिवाइस विल बी सेफ. So there is a connection. I am highlighting this point. So this red points indicates that there is a connection. Are you all clear? So this is how we can draw this circuit diagram. समझ में आया all the students? It looks complicated, it looks quite bigger, but if you draw the circuit diagram in steps, then it is easy. Okay. Any doubt or any confusion in the drawing, you can ask me. Students, is there any difficulty in the drawing? अरे बच्चों, अगर आवाज आ रही है से yes or no या फिर टाइप yes or no. How I'll come to know? Still no reply. Am I audible to you all, students?
Yes, sir.
Then why don't you reply? Okay, just analyze. Session will get over. I have to re-log in. Just analyze the circuit diagram once. Then we will discuss the characteristic.